Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of F1 2020 mod. Today we are going to be taking a look at the HAAS VF 20. We're presuming this actually is going to be called VF 20. I mean, all the others have been called VF. I can't remember why it's called VF. But as you can see on screen, that is not a HAAS. It is an AlphaTauri car. So it is the one that I had in the previous episode. So if you missed the episode with the AlphaTauri, then there'll be an I thing in the right hand corner. You can always already download that mod on the race department. I will do my best endeavours to upload this one right tomorrow, or if not Friday, but there we go. But yes, nevertheless, let's have a look now at the mod. So here we are. I've sort of changed this up. I've gone for a black and I've tried to go red, but the problem with F1 2019, if you go for a direct red colour, it turns out pink. So I've tried to make them more orange, but it's sort of gone with this orange red. Yes, it's a problem with the game. But yeah, I actually like it. It's not. And besides, we haven't even got the rich energy black anyway, because I haven't changed that colour black. That is the default black from the game, and it is bright out a dark purple. So yes, you can see that the game is flawed, but nevertheless, in terms of sponsors, Rich Energy have gone. I've replaced them with sponsors that you see stitched. And there's a couple more sponsors. There's Nominate on the front thing. I've added Jack and Jones to the front. I've replaced one of the things. And also Atlas Coco are the only team that don't actually sponsor the actual team. They sponsor Stuart HAAS Racing, which is basically HAAS, quick sister team in IndyCar. So see Blue Death on the front. All the other sponsors actually sponsor HAAS in real life. They're the only ones that sort of are made up, but then sort of not. So yes, without a doubt, we're going to go for a race around. I thought that we'd go for Australia, thinking about that. Of course, they've had such a stropity with all the wildfires out there. That I think that, especially the fact the Australian Grand Prix is in doubt, that I think that quite rightly we should have a race around now. I mean, why not? And so yes, let's get into qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix. So into qualifying now and as you see, we come down the main straight, try and clip the curb and work back up momentarily down to 6th place, now back down to 7th place, as we try and make the Ferrari power unit into this middle section, the car park section. We move up to P5, up to P3 now. Maybe that's P2 as we take the curbing back down to P5, take some more curbing back down to P6, and more curbing down to P7. As called Valtteri Bottas somehow has managed to make Lewis Hamilton's put something in his engine, which is why he's only down in 2nd place. Momentarily move up to 6th place, but it's back down to 7th place once again. So we try and break in, and then we moved up to 8th place. Yes, back down to 7th place through the corners, but we've got this third DRS zone, back up to 7th place through into now the final sector of the lap. A little bit more curbing there. This time we go ultra understeer, take the gravel, and that's put us back down to P8. Thank you very much, understeer. Of course, I'm used to Final Fantasy, where I wrote out all the understeer in Final Fantasy. So there we go, across the line. Bottas is a 23.8, and I'm in the 125s, typical. So yes, now it's time for the race. One thing I haven't done for this mod, as like the AlphaTauri mod, is only a livery mod. There aren't any other changes. So none of the pit crew or anything I've got any changes there. Still wearing the horrible sponsor, but private lights, away we go for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's a good start against Hulkenberg and Kvyat. They're going 3 wide, so we're going to let them go 3 wide. We're going to try and capitalise down into town. There's yellow flag behind us. I think looks like the minimap one of the Williams is catapulted it. It's Russell this time, not Kubica. And he's tried the dive bomb. I mean, fair play. I mean, he's in a Williams, so there's no surprise there. But us, back to our point of view, out to turn 3. Thank you very much. Double dive bomb on Perez and Albon there. Back up into P5. Sorry, P6. Best of the rest, really. And of course, moving to lap 3, of course, the top 5 have moved vastly away from us. And because, of course, I have to get back used to having this handling again, we go onto the grass. Perez, unfortunately, tried out the inside, and if he'd have gone onto the grass with us. Moving to lap 4 now, and there's a big train behind us, so there's yellow flags behind us. Perez, though, is not aware of the yellow flags, which is why he's coming on our left. We're going to force him out. But looks like something's happened. We're on board with Carlos Sainz here, who seems to be having an issue, and he's slowing down, and he is out of the race. Just moving to lap 5 now. This time it's Albon who has a go. This time we bang wheels with Albon. There's lots of banging wheels, and we close the door on him, give him the cold shoulder there, and of course Albon have lost it and gives the place back up to Perez. Slowed them all down, gives us a little bit of a breather. Here's a replay. I just caught our back wheel, but he held it here, but then he just slowed down. What? No, he could have kept that. So let's move to lap 7 now, and you can tell this is not the most interesting Grand Prix in the world. We come into the pits to make our one and only stop. No doubt we're going to get held by Perez or somebody else coming into the pits. Yes, we've been held. And where's Perez? I didn't see. There he is, out in front of us. And that's a goodbye to Sergio Perez. Because look at, I mean, I'm a sort of bit of asleep. He just shoots off. Yes, I know. Yeah, the Ferrari's supposed to have the fastest engine in Formula 1, but in the game it's not like that. It's the Mercedes really in the game, which is not realistic. So fix your game code, Masters. But then, of course, they haven't replied to the other 14 things we've asked them to replace. And even worse news for us, Kimi Raikkonen in the Alfa Romeo came out ahead of Perez a lap later. So yes, those two are going to now battle it out for 6th place. And we're going to have to settle for a miserable 8th place. The place we started in is the place we are going to finish in, as Perez gets ahead of Raikkonen. And just to another point out of another thing that is broken with F1 2019, it's a 25% race going on lap 9, lap 10, and Giovinazzi has come in and fitted the hard tyres. Nobody should be touching the hard tyres in a 25% race. Now moving to Alex Albon, he is another casualty. He's out of the race as well. He's going slowly, he's letting everybody out, and he's parking up on the right hand side and going for an early pint. Now, unfortunately, Nico Hülkenberg was sort of getting in my way, and of course, we sort of had a little bit of a, let's say, a little bit of a 9 knock, and that put him behind Danny Kvyat, and he couldn't get past Danny Kvyat, despite the fact he had DRS and the superior chassis. The Russian did very well to fend him off. Eventually Hülkenberg did get past, but it was far too late. He's far too far behind. However, on lap 14, something else happened.
Okay, some information on Perez. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Wings have been deployed. This is Sergio Perez. He's slowing down. Can we catch him before the end of the Grand Prix? He's about 4.5 seconds up the road. Unfortunately, Lewis Hamilton, as you'd expect, has gone on to win the Grand Prix. He found the banana skin that Bottas had put in his engine, and put it in back in Bottas's engine. We cut the corner, of course. No warning. GG Codemasters, thank you very much. But unfortunately, it's not looking like we're going to get 7th place from Perez, which is unfortunate. Or even 6th place from Raikkonen, as we understeer massively there and we're running out of fuel. So 8th place it will have to be for today's race, which is better than the last one we did in the F1 2020 mod, but we're still yet to have any success in this mini series of 3 episodes. So 8th place, 4 points, which I'm sure HAAS will take, considering the fact they had a miserable season last season. But considering where we started, it should have been a lot more. So yes, that's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel and you see more episodes of the F1 2020 mod. There is one more to come, looking at Aston Martin and Racing Point's concept livery. But until the next video, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day and goodbye.